What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl Janiyah Lee, and I am back with another video. If this is your first time here, hi, welcome. I would offer you a seat, but you already know only my subscribers can sit down. So if you're trying to get you a seat, then go ahead and click, smack that subscribe button down below, and hurry up, because as you can see, we got some stuff to get into. Okay, great. So as y'all can see, today we will be installing some butterfly locks, and so I just wanted to go ahead and get my braids done because I feel like that is the part of this process that takes the longest. This video is in partnership with SamsBeauty. All the link to their website and to the hair will be in the description box below, so feel free to check that out. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So of course we're going to need a crochet needle. This is one that I just found at the Beauty Supply store. It was probably like 99 cents, and in specific crochet like hair packs they may send you one. And so the hair we'll be using today will be the Lulutress skinny butterfly locks, and so it's going to be in the length 18 inches in the color 1B, and so I will be using 8 packs of this. And so once again, all the information about this hair will be in the description box. And so as you can see, I will not be using the wrapping method where you just do individual braids and then wrap it around with like some extra hair. I'm actually going to be using the illusion method, and if you don't know what the illusion method is, I actually have another video up on my channel where I did butterfly locks, and I kind of did a more in-depth tutorial. And so as y'all can see, this method involves basically some cornrows, but instead of regular cornrows going all the way back, it kind of gives some like the illusion of a part, so the illusion of individuals, and that's why as y'all can see the lines. And so I just did 4 on this side and 4 on this side, and so I will show y'all exactly how I do it as we're installing. And so just for future reference when you're doing this, because I learned this since the last time I did it, when you're doing it, it doesn't really matter how tight they are. Try not to make them too tight, because you will need room in order for the loop to go through the braid. So that's just a little message before y'all get started braiding. So that's all the talking I'm going to do for this video. Just enjoy, and I hope this helps you out.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time, no. So as y'all can see, to go ahead and get started with this style, I looped my first lock through my braid. And so I feel like the thing that makes this style look so very believable is when I put the braid or the twist or the lock basically where the box is. So make sure you're not putting a lock or a braid on the line where your part is actually supposed to be. And so on this style, I didn't really do that many parts as I did on the last one, only because I think I just wanted to speed things up a little bit. And of course, if I have more parts, that means I have to focus on putting more braids in the right place on this style than I wanted to. And so yeah, I feel like that's really the key takeaway when you're doing this style, is to make sure you do what you have to do to make it look believable, make it look like you wrap the braids. Like, yeah. Alright, and so boom, I don't remember if I mentioned this on the last video, but I typically when I do this style, only focus on how my parts look in the front of my head, or like the front half of my head, because that's the part that people are really going to see. They really won't see the back or how the parts look in the back as much, because when you add in more and more twists and more locks, it'll kind of just fall down to the point where you can't see any parts back there at all, which is perfect because that's less work for you. Okay, so I just wanted to come back in and make a very crucial point for this style. So of course, we're using the illusion method, which means if you're from a distance, you should not be able to tell that this style is crochet. That's the entire point. And so basically, because these locks were technically skinny butterfly locks, every time I looped a lock through my braid, I kind of pushed some of the lock upward, so that way it was more thick, or it looked more like distressed toward the root and you couldn't see the loop. Now I did like how much skinnier the loop was on this compared to the other butterfly locks in my other video, because I didn't really have to fight with the loop or anything like that, and I also didn't really have to worry about forcing the loop through my braid and it being too tight or anything. Because one thing that I did do differently this time, I did not do my braids as tight, but I did put more gel on my roots, so that way the style did still look fresh and still look new. But I tried to make the braids looser, because on the last style, when it was a little tighter so it can look fresh, the loops were too thick to fit through my braids, and so I kind of had to do some finessing. So I would say on this style, if your loops are skinny enough to do it somewhat tight, then go for it. But having tight cornrows to the back is not necessary at all. You can still get the look of a brand new style once you do your edges, add some gel to the roots, and just go from there. But do not get stuck with too tight braids and not be able to loop them through. And so other than that, just continue to use your regular crochet techniques, and just make sure you watch your parts and watch where you're placing your locks, braids, or twists. And that's about all you need to know to get this style done. Honestly, once you get down like the habit of doing the braids, or just really knowing how to master those braids in a decent amount of time, I feel like you can complete this style in literally less than 2 hours. The crochet part probably took me 45 minutes as a whole, but the braiding part also probably took me about 45 minutes, and that's literally probably the longest part of this entire style. But other than that, it's very easy and comes out very cute and lasts a very long time. So hopefully this video helped y'all. Please stick around to the end so y'all can see the final look, because it came out amazing. And please be sure to check out the link and information to this hair, which will be in my description box down below if any of y'all are wondering. And yeah, let me know if y'all have any suggestions or concerns in the comment section, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Alright? Okay.
Alright y'all, so as y'all can see, here's the final look. Literally last night, I'm not even gonna lie, I had to take a break because it started storming and the power went out, and so I was sitting here doing my hair in the dark and I did not feel like closing the video out last night, so I was like, we're just gonna try again in the morning. But here's the final look. I would say in total this one probably took me about 45 minutes to an hour, plus whatever the braiding was. I feel like the braiding is always the longest part of this process, but actually installing the crochet itself does not take long at all. But hopefully this tutorial helped y'all out. Please be sure to check out the link to this hair and to Sam's Beauty in my description box down below. But you already know, smack the subscribe button down below, and I will see y'all on my next video.